What if Deku was Dr. Eggman? Part 3. Deku was working around his lab waiting for Cubot and Orbot to get back as he starts working on more of his little robots. Ah, yes, done. Eggbots, attention! As several Eggbots will appear. Good, you're all in line. Now go finish making propellers and equipment. And make sure to build more Eggbots. I need all hands and machines currently operational. You will fix up this facility. Yes, Dr. Eggman. Now go. As the Eggbots do as they are told. As he looks over at an old model of a big Eggbot that has no arms and currently has the face attached, the body, and the feet. And he looks over to see the hammer. Ah, what was it? The Egg Hammer Bot? Oh, I forgot what I called you. I'm just gonna call you the Egg Hammer. Let's see. As he looks at the schematics he left behind for it. You were incomplete. Just need to finish the arms. With the equipment I have now, I could easily fix the arms. I'll work on you right away. I need more security around this place anyway. As he starts to work on the arms, as that message would pop up from Eggbot as he runs towards him. What is it? As the image of Orbot and Cubot coming back with the emerald. Ooh, the emerald is getting close. About 5 minutes out. Eggbots, finish up with the Hammerbot. I am going to meet Cubot and Orbot. I'm very curious about this, emerald they're bringing me. As he quickly hops off his machine he's working on for the egg hammer. As he walks over towards a landing bay. As there's several Eggbots there. Now before they arrive. It looks like this place is back at 50% power. That is good. Security systems have been fixed. We have some internal damage to rebuild, but that will be easy with the amount of equipment and funds I just received from selling some parts. But I wonder what I'm missing the most. But it seems everything is operational, which is good. As then Orbot and Cubot would land, as they come out with the emerald. Dr. Eggman, the emerald you were looking for, or so interested in. Yes, it seems like you brought it unharmed. Good. The immense power radiation coming off it could definitely work to power the whole facility. Fascinating. If I experiment with this, I wonder what type of things I can make. But with this, I now have a power source that will detect under the radar from all heroes and all that. So, but I'll make sure to put for reserve power. I don't want to give out too much power. Don't want anyone to catch on with what I'm planning. Also, with radar and all that, they make sense its power. So I'll need a way to conceal its power levels, so no one can sense it. Anyway, take it to this room. I redesigned something similar for the item. So you are already experimenting without having it in your hands? Why, of course! I'm a mad genius. A scientist that should be worshipped and praised for all of his glory. Yet this society shuns my work, treats me like I'm nothing but garbage. And they decide to throw me aside like I'm last week's newspaper. I'll show them, and they will understand what it means to be useless in this society. As then something pings on his watch. Ooh, it looks like the Eggbots have fished Hammerbot. Excellent. Sir, but what should we do about No, no, not now, Orbot Cubot. I have something planned. As he walks away. As Cubot and Orbot look at each other. So Orbot, what do you think, Dr. Eggman's up to? Knowing him, he's probably working on another, project of his. At least we got out of it without a scolding. You're right. Anyway, we should drop off the gem before Dr. Eggman finds out and gets mad. Yes, let's do that. As Deku would go to his central computer area. What seems to be the problem? As the Eggbots are working on the computer. As he looks up at the computer. What? Somebody is activating my old technology that I sold. Interesting. As they remember what Eraser had said, you don't know if anyone can use your technology or if it can get hacked. I'm 100% confident no one can hack my genius technology. They must have made something with it. Excuse me, Eggbot. Right there at the camera. As it turns around. Turn on that remote camera I had installed on that little device we handed over. As it nods. As it activates and shows the footage. As we see some sort of doctor adding it to, some sort of creature. What is this? That's definitely not a human. Or if it was, it's now no longer alive. Its skin is purple, so most likely a corpse. How is it still alive with its brain exposed? So many questions, but biology for human anatomy is not usually my topic of discussion. But I gotta say, his research is very impressive. Not as impressive as mine, but still impressive. I doubt they'll last against my robots. But I'm only glad I sold them that one few scraps of machinery, old parts. Now I know what you're up to. Well, stay vigilant, whoever you are. Because now you're in the game of Dr. Eggman. As then Orbot, Cubot would come in. Dr. Eggman. What is it, Orbot? We've put the emerald into the, power source. As the power just starts to flicker as everything powers on. Ooh, it seems like it's already functioning in all the systems. I must have underestimated how much juice this gem had. I must find out if there are others. But what should I call it? I gotta say, the amount of power it presumes off is definitely chaotic. And it's an emerald for short. So what should I call it? The Chaos Emerald, perhaps? For now, that'll do. Orbot, yes sir? I want you to monitor everywhere around the world and see if you can locate any more gems like that. Do I make myself clear? Yes sir. What should I do? Cubot? Go work on Hammerbot. As Cubot walks out, sir, is that a wise idea? Oh, just watch. As he turns on the screen or Cubot walks in with a Hammerbot. Hammerbot, why don't you have a little game? As it's online, let's see how far you can hit Cubot. As it swings its hammer, as Cubot is not looking in the direction of Hammerbot, as it gets hit like a ping pong ball, as it hits multiple areas before crashing into some barrels. Score, direct hit. Yes, I knew I made you with at least some advantages. Now your armor should be as tough as regular steel. But make sure quarks don't damage you that much easily. I'll add a little bit of a extra layer of metal to protect you from any fire, water, short-circuiting, as well as hacking and, more. Now that I know some people might be using my technology, I might as well beef up my security. Eggbots, make a few more hammerbots, will you? As they simply work on them. Dr. Eggman, what is it? It seems like your logo you made several years ago on, Beacon has been discovered by the heroes. That's right, I never added that symbol into my years of Island. Why did I not do that? Oh wait, I remember. It was for my own personal research. I never did that on anything that resolved help from others. I kept the logo hidden. After all, if it wasn't truly made mine, I didn't add any logo to it. Even though they gave me a lot of help, I couldn't call those creations of mine on Island really my own. Because they're constant observing, wanting me to make countermeasures against myself. Ridiculous! I'm the person that made such brilliant inventions, and they want countermeasures against myself? Tomfoolery, I say. Dr. Eggman? What is it? You might want to take a look. As he looks up, where is this? I currently hacked into your safety committee security footage for you. I thought you might want to know something interesting. Very well. Let's see what they have to say. As we go to an engineering room, as they're looking at the technology, this technology is really advanced. Where do you even get this? As Hawks was in the room, it was a robot that attacked, the city a while back down the road. It damaged me pretty well, as he has a broken arm and a dislocated shoulder. Well, you're lucky you managed to destroy it, and it looks like this thing was running not well. It must have been in poor condition. Poor condition, you say? That is impossible. I made Beacon to be a very good scouting bot. Although I did forget to refuel him, so that may be what they're calling a lousy job. But truth be told, brilliance. Otherwise. After all, when you have multiple projects such as I, you forget a few things. But when they're important, you don't forget about them. Beacon was meant to be a throwaway anyway. Simply a pawn I could use to buy me time, and I had no other robots to send. So, I'll let that comment slide for now, you disrespectful heathen from the Hero Safety Committee. I'll have your job fired, though. After all, he pulls up a file. I have all your list of crimes right here. As we go back to the conversation. So anyway, it seems you got lucky, Hawks. Well, that's good. Can you trace where the technology or who was controlling it? No, it seems whoever made this made a specific adjustment to where we cannot track down where the orders were being sent. In fact, we're not even able to decode any of this stuff. It's too highly advanced. We can't even get through a single firewall. And even when we tried, it destroyed and fried our systems, deleting everything. This is a problem, but we need to find out who made this. We'll do our best to try to get research and figure this out, but unfortunately, we don't have the resources at the moment. And this is way too advanced, out of our pay grade. I guess if there's nothing you can do, just find out where the parts were from. That, I believe we can do. Good, as Hawks leaves the room. As Dr. Eggman is just chuckling. I guess I let them have a little bit of fun with the robot. But when you have a robot, you never forget to install. As he flicks a button on his chair. A little precautionary measure, in case they do find someone able to decrypt anything. As he presses a button, as the whole engineering lab just explodes. Oh, I did say I was going to expose his crimes. Hold up, let's see if he survived the blast. As it seems like he got lucky as he was behind some equipment when Beacon exploded. Oh, the doctor did did proceed to survive very well, uploading his files to the internet and onto the local news. Let's see how you like a bird in your pocket, Hero Safety Committee, after so many refusals of my work. As the file would go public on a news, it would just randomly pop up. As Dr. Eggman is watching this from his chair. Yes, they can't keep up with my genius. They can't even track down where it was sent from. To be one of the most brilliant minds on Earth. As then, he looks back at the TV, as soon as it was done showing and got taken off, that they would go straight to the number one hero, All Might. That stupid buffoon. He's nothing but a musclehead. If I had something to defeat him, although most of my work could defeat All Might in a sense, but I need something special. The egg hammers will do at least a fine job of at least injuring him a bit, but they are not strong enough to take him out. So what should I do? Let's check on back at that base. Let's see if I can steal some information. As, of course, the doctor that was putting the equipment on the Nomu had the thing connected to, well, his system, of course. As he would basically send a little bit of virus to watch what the doctor was doing. As he's taking all of his research. Ooh, what's this? An attack on the USJ. Interesting. Maybe I will take part. No. But I'll send someone. What's a project I have that is big that could possibly top the entire USJ? I'll have to get work on it immediately. But for now, Orbot, yes, Dr. Eggman? Where is that call? What do you mean? You don't remember? I should have uploaded it into your memory banks. My mother. Oh, yes, here it is. As he would simply dial in the number. As he's waiting on the other line. Hello? Who is this? Is this Inko Midoriya? No, unfortunately, whoever you are, Inko Midoriya no longer lives here. What do you mean, no longer lives here? She died in an accident about a year ago. What? How is that possible? Well, apparently, there was a very fateful accident, as the person would say the date and time it happened. Thank you very much. As he would hang up. As he would sit at his chair. Pull up everything on such date. As he would go, the Eggbots would look through the internet and go through such dates, gain every angle, even secret security footage that was hidden. As she apparently died in a villain attack, and the hero that was a part of this was the top 10 heroes. Apparently it was a massive attack. They let my mother just sit there and die while they dealt with the villains? But even more peculiar is that they didn't even tell me she had passed away at Island, even knowing this information. Those, as he starts to steam up, those ungrateful little... As Cubot will quickly get behind the table. Orbot would get behind the table as Cubot walks in. As he grabs a remote and throws it at Cubot, which hits his head off of his shoulders. As Orbot would hold it. What happened to Dr. Eggman? He's currently in a rage. You might want to stay quiet. As then he would pretty much be tearing apart his lab. Those heroes shall pay. They'll heave the name of Dr. Eggman, and then I will tear down their society piece by piece, and watch them fall to the very bottom. I could simply just spoil every dark secret they ever had, but that's too light. they should go for what it makes them hurt most. Some of them their reputation, but some I may have to go for even deeper meanings. But for now, I must focus on building my machines, growing my force. I'm no match for the heroes with my current equipment and robots. So you'll get to stay alive for another day, I suppose. As then a big signal gap would just appear on the computer. Ooh, something to take my mind off this little, frustrating annoyance. What is it? Qbot and Orbot. Enhance. As they would enhance the image. Egypt. What's in Egypt? Wait a minute. It has the same power signature of the gem powering the facility. Yes, I'll definitely need to send a robot to pick it up. As he looks over at Orbot and Qbot. Didn't you hear me? I need to send a few robots to pick it up. Take an egg hammer bot if you need to. A few egg bots as well. Just make it quick. Sir, that is quite a far distance from where we are located. It may take a couple of days. Get it done. And you better have it done before the USJ event in about a week. Do I make myself clear? Crystal clear, Dr. Eggman. Now get out of my sight, as they both scurry off. As Dr. Eggman would sit down. As we get a flashback, as we see Izuku as a little inventor building like a small robot, as his mother is right next to him. That's an excellent invention, dear. As he would smile up at his mother. Thank you, Ma. As the memory fades. As a few tears would drop down Eggman's face. Why? This just shows how bad the society is. Once my egg empire rules this society, they will know the pain of what it's like to be thrown out like trash. And I will be at the top, and the only ones that'll be able to even get a good job in this society will be the Quarkless. Yes, that will be it. The Quarkless shall work way less than the actual Quark people. This will definitely show him, as he stands up with his hands behind his back. As he then looks at some files. Eggbots, how much time will it take to make more of you to make these? As one of them is calculating. At least a few months. I suppose that will have to do. Question, if I were to move all power towards creating these machines and get enough gear and equipment, how long would it take? Calculating, still a few months, just a month or two less, Dr. Eggman. Very well. Now get out of my sight. As the Eggbot simply nods and gets out of there. As he starts typing on a computer. As he then brings up a design for a robot. I remember building you as a small child. But this time I'll build you on a bigger scale. The biggest scale ever. As Dr. Eggman smiles. As he then... go over the intercom to our center area. Eggbox, stop working on the hammer bots. You've already completed 3. I do appreciate the hard work. Just kidding, you'll work for me for free. Now, I want you to get started on this, as you'd send the blueprints to all the Eggbots. Get started right away, and build it on the scale I require. As they start moving to work on what Dr. Eggman sent for them. As then a little, timer would be heard. Ooh, lunchtime. I'm off on break. As he seemingly goes out for lunch. And that is the end of part 3 of What If Deku Was Dr. Eggman. Make sure to like and subscribe for more.